Hi, this is Michael Knorr with 1 Minute of Architecture. In previous episodes, we talked about things like rhythm, focal points, articulation, and I may have made it sound like these are rules for producing good architecture. Nothing could be further from the truth. These aren't rules, they are characteristics of good architecture. So today we're going to explore why there can never be a rule book for good architecture. Many systems of aesthetics have been promulgated over the centuries. Perhaps you're familiar with the golden section, which is purported to be a formula for perfect architecture in Greek and Roman times. It is based on the infinitely divisible proportions of a particularly sized rectangle related to the golden spiral and Fibonacci's number in mathematics. The thing is, many beautiful buildings do not fit the supposedly ideal proportions of the golden rectangle. In fact, even the Greek Parthenon, often cited as a perfect example of this geometric system, does not precisely fit the pattern. It turns out that there are many systems of aesthetics. The Chinese, for example, have traditionally favored symmetry, emotional expression, and harmony as criteria for beauty, with nary a whisper of the golden section. There are probably as many systems of aesthetics as there are distinct cultures. All of this is to assert that there is more than one way to create beautiful architecture. One of my favorite quotations is from Juan Ramón Jiménez, the Spanish novelist, who said, "If they give you ruled paper, write the other way." It is the mavericks who don't follow the rules, who go out on a limb, that may bring mankind the best in creative genius or lead the way to a new path of understanding. It is for this reason I say there are no rules in architecture. We might not have the Eiffel Tower if Eiffel had not been willing to break every rule about proportion and beauty. Calatrava's design for the Milwaukee Art Center would be impossible, as would his City of Arts and Science in Spain. Equally in jeopardy, if the so-called rules were followed, is Paulo Soleri's experimental city in the desert, Herb Green's Prairie House, Bruce Gough's Ford residence, Simon Rodia's Watts Towers, and every museum by Frank Gehry. Even Gothic cathedrals would be threatened, since they do not follow the rules of the Romanesque architecture they sought to supplant. There really are no rules in architecture. Instead of rules, we should encourage invention, serendipity, creativity, and originality. Those things will lead to truly great architecture.